We all know that exercising, managing what we eat and drink, not smoking, are good for our health and well-being. But when it comes to living a long, healthy and happy life, there's one factor that the science shows is just as important as these things, and indeed often trumps them. And that factor is social connection. Social connections come in many different forms, but there is one type that the science shows is especially beneficial for our health and well-being. Connection to the social groups that we belong to. These are our family and friendship groups, our neighborhood and community groups, our work and professional groups, and so on. Sometimes these group-based relationships are easy to manage, but that's not always the case. We all have some challenging groups, some challenging relationships, and some of us have more than others. And we can't always distance ourselves from those challenges. And even those of us who are good at managing relationships most of the time can sometimes find ourselves struggling. And indeed, we know from research how very common these struggles are. 1 in 4 people report feeling lonely. And for young people, that figure rises to 1 in 3.
That's where Groups for Health comes in. It's a program we developed here at the University of Queensland that tackles this issue head-on. Groups for Health gives people the knowledge and skills to make the most of their social connections, as well as the opportunity to connect with others in the process of doing so. The program helps you to assess the health of your current social group ties, to recognise and harness those groups that are especially good for your health, and to identify and manage those that might be a little trickier or might be a source of harm. The program also helps people to prepare for those times when their social connections might fall by the wayside because of the many changes we experience throughout life, like leaving school, changing jobs, moving, becoming a parent, experiencing illness or disability, or even retiring. Groups for Health will help you deal with these changes by giving you the skills and strategies to manage and extend your group connections in ways that will support your health.
Groups for Health is led by 1 or 2 facilitators and involves interactive activities, learning about the science behind social connections, mapping your social group world, and developing a social plan to strengthen your network. The program is supported by the Groups for Health workbook, which is a compilation of your activities and reflections that you can refer back to at any time. And we know that Groups for Health works. Across multiple clinical trials, we found that it reduces loneliness, depression, and social anxiety, and it helps people to grow their confidence in managing their social group ties.
Our goal is to make Groups for Health accessible to everyone who needs it, whether in the community, in schools, or in the health sector. To find out more about the Groups for Health program, just visit our program website. Groups for Health will help you to make the most of your social relationships, to keep them and you connected and thriving.